Hi Sag, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks like there's something that you've been moving through that may have been, you could have really needed to tap into your inner constitution is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing you at the end of the day be successful with something. This can be about like ending something that needed to end. It can also be about beginning a new chapter for you. And maybe this is just going to be the outcome of all of it. Like you could have even been struggling with something, but I'm seeing at the end of the day that you're going to be successful with it as long as you're believing in yourself and recognizing your own strength. So we start off in a space where you may have some mixed feelings about something new that's unfolding with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're being faced with a decision right now. What do you want to do moving forward? I'm seeing something that may not be completely clear emotionally for you right now, and that may be why this decision hasn't been made yet. You're like, I don't really have solid feelings about this, or like, what about this that's going on with my emotional process, and I don't want to discount that, so I feel like I can't make this choice yet. It even seems like something is being offered to you, and you're at a point still where you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do about this yet. Do I want to take this? What's going to make you happy here? You may even be realizing that you were putting something off too, and maybe this hadn't been apparent before. It even seems like a moment where it's like you're asked to answer a question and then you don't know what to say about it, so you kind of forget that you were asked, and then you like come back into the moment and you're like, oh, that person just asked me a question, I need to give them an answer now. If you make the decision to honor your feelings and honor what your intuition is telling you, that's going to allow a sense of harmony to show up, a sense of togetherness, a sense of continuity even. And that confusion or mixed feelings, whatever that was, it's going to come to an end. What it seems like to me as well is that you may be being asked to say something, to respond, to make a decision. Something needs to be communicated, like, are you going to keep doing this? Do you want this to end? Are we going to put this off? Because I'm even seeing you like work up like the courage, or working up finding the words to say what needs to be said to execute a decision. Getting very decisive when it comes to whatever this is. I'm getting something about, interesting, I'm getting something about soup, but I'm hearing the word hearty. It reminds me of like a hearty meal or a hearty soup, but the word hearty is coming through. Like maybe something of substance. This can also be about how you're feeling towards yourself, because I'm seeing you be in a spot where you may know that something is not like beneficial for you to like continue doing or continue participating in. And I don't know if this is about you being like, I'm not confident when it comes to me saying this, or if you're like, you know what, if I end this, even though it's not particularly something that like I should be continuing to do, I know that that means like I may be alone with something, or I may be on my own, or I may be separated from something. It's one of those moments, maybe like the devil you know is better than the one you don't. But let's get further on this. Okay, so whether you're feeling fear about like what the outcome of you speaking your truth is going to be, maybe that's what it is, all in all. If you are feeling fearful of the outcome of you speaking your truth, or you're feeling like you can't say something that you are meant to be saying, this is about finding a way to overcome this. Because the only thing that's holding you back is you being like, I'm stuck in this situation, or I'm not going to make a difference, or like, I'm not powerful enough to do something in this situation. But I'm seeing that you very much are. I'm seeing you be very, very capable. I'm seeing a very smart energy here, very intelligent. It's just about letting go of this mindset where you may not be feeling that way. And like, here, really recognizing your strength. I'm even seeing somebody that is like a very great communicator. I am hearing the word affluent. Yeah, it even seems like you getting in your own way of your abundance here. But as soon as you let this go, this thing that is stopping you, and it feels very much like a mental stop here, as soon as you release this, I'm seeing you move into a space where the things that you want are coming to fruition. Even particularly within this situation, it's like abundance is put on hold while you stay stuck in this spot. But as soon as you let it go, it's like you allow the Knight of Pentacles to come through for you, which would be like the profit and the benefit of the work that you've been putting in. But for some reason, you may not be confident. You may even be in a spot too where it's like, I know what my intuition is telling me. I know what my feelings are telling me. Maybe you were in a space where you wanted to avoid that, but you know what you're feeling. This can also be difficult too, because something fate-wise is happening with like a partnership or a connection. Because I'm looking at the Lovers here. I'm seeing you get down to a space where something is going to need to be said. You have to get something off of your chest even. So it looks even like this is about like not holding yourself back, and if it feels better to like plan before saying something, then do so. Because it looks like either way a conversation is going to happen or a decision is going to need to be made. So this is about getting on that and doing what needs to be done. Planning out where you're going, what's happening. I even get the sense like something is unfolding karmically, and this is your time to step in and do something. And you may be figuring out or planning like where you're going to go, because I'm seeing something where it's like there's a lot of thinking being put into this about like steps that are going to be taken related to a direction that you're going to be going in, a project that you're going to be working on, a move that you want to make even. And you being, I'm hearing sole proprietor, you being the one that's in charge of this. It's like, if you want to go in this direction, you're going to have to be the one that does this. But that may have you be feeling a little bit uneasy. Maybe there's also a notion, too, of being like, do I have it within me to be able to be the King of Wands in this scenario? Like, can I really pull this off? So, feelings that are unresolved, coming to an end. I'm looking at something going on in a partnership with you and another person. I'm seeing a new beginning. I'm seeing you be in a space where a conversation needs to be had. It's time to do something. It's time to make a decision. And this is about finding your voice. It's about saying what needs to be said. It's about communicating what needs to be communicated and not holding yourself back from showing up. All you have to do is show up. That's what it seems like, very much like within this leg of the journey here. So how are you going to do that? And I'm seeing it become very obvious to you, like, what do you need to let go of? And I'm seeing more than anything, it be mentally whatever's holding you back or having you feel like you can't do something that you know you're meant to be doing. It's about letting go of that and just doing what needs to be done. As I said before, it's about showing up. So I'm seeing a plan that's being made. I'm hearing archery. And I'm seeing there be like union, harmony. I'm seeing a relationship. I'm seeing abundance coming to fruition. And this is connected with like a direction that you're going in, a move that you're making. And I'm seeing you hear what your intuition is telling you with the Page of Cups here. What am I feeling? What is this telling me? But there's some type of worry about that. And it's even affecting you, like, taking action in some way. I'm looking at the Sun, Gemini, and Jupiter. So yeah, something that you're feeling or something that's going on intuitively, like maybe because of the way that you're seeing it, it's like causing some sort of worry or anxiety that is like impeding upon you taking action. Maybe you also know that this is going to be changing some things, because I am seeing the Tower on the bottom of the deck, but I'm getting that it's related to an opportunity for you. Could mean that if you make a decision, there's going to be some sort of change that's unraveling within the environment. Maybe you also want to make sure that you're doing something for the right reasons too. This feels kind of like a warning in a way. To have the Magician and the Seven of Swords, it's like if you're not honest, and if you're, when you communicate, if you are painting an inaccurate picture knowingly, you're going to be like planting the seeds for something shadow related to be manifesting. So this is about being really mindful about the words that you're speaking, also about like where your mind is going to and like what lens, what frame you're looking at things through. I even get the notion of something being conjured up here. I'm seeing Spirit keep a very, very close eye on you, and I'm seeing it also be related to like what you're speaking out and what you're manifesting. I'm hearing stockpiling with the Ten of Pentacles. What I'm getting is that, like, if something is manifested under false pretenses, there may be some sort of backlash because of that. So this is about staying on the road that you're meant to be staying on. It seems too, like, if you're manifesting something and it's taking time, like, don't sabotage it just because you're waiting or just because it hasn't come through in the time that you think that it should come through as well. So I'm seeing Spirit telling you that if you want this stability, the true genuine type of stability that you're looking for, the security or like reaching this goal that you want to reach, don't shy away from walking away from something that isn't truly resonating with you. Be honest about it, because you're going to feel like you're keeping yourself stuck if you stay knowingly when you recognize something is not fulfilling to you or resonating with you. So there's this big notion of like, don't hold yourself back, reflect. I'm hearing cash in, I'm hearing check in. What it looks like to me is that okay, so this is a very strange example, but this is what's coming through. Say if somebody's telling you, like, okay, your favorite color is green. Somebody's telling you that if you tell them and announce to everybody that your favorite color is purple, that, like, they'll give you the 10 of Pentacles, like, whatever that is. So it may, like, set you up in a way where you're getting something that you want, but meanwhile in your heart, you know, your favorite color is green and it's not purple. So it's like, are you going to say that your favorite color is purple just to get whatever the 10 of Pentacles is here? And it even feels like something superficial to you where you're not actually getting like what you want or what you need from a situation. Or are you gonna be like, you know what, purple isn't my favorite color and I'm not gonna be dishonest about it because I know like that I love the color green and it is what it is. And maybe you do miss out on that thing, but it's like that thing was out of alignment for you. Because you know in your heart your favorite color is green, not purple. Because at the end of the day, you're even going to feel like you're cheating yourself out of something. And I'm seeing like that's what you're meant to be avoiding here. So I'm really seeing you be in the driver's seat as the magician. So it's like you're manifesting things. You may be in charge of some sort of communication. And this is about doing things in a way that's in alignment with you, where you're being honest about like where you stand and how you're feeling and what your morals are. And you may even be in a position too where like other people are looking to you as well. Like you may be in some sort of position of power with the Magician and the Hierophant. And I'm seeing you reflecting on something and being like, is that in alignment with me? Like, do I resonate with that? This can even be too, like, for example, like you're an entrepreneur or something along the lines of that. And somebody's coming through and being like, hey, if you do this job for me, I'll give you this much money. And this is about asking yourself, like, take the money off of the table. Does that thing that they're wanting you to do, does that job, does it resonate with you? Is that in alignment with you? Do you agree with that? And really reflecting on that and being like, is it worth the money to do something that may not be in alignment with me? Is it in alignment with me? Because as I said before, there's a moment here of reflection where something may be going on within the environment, whether this is like somebody coming through and like tempting you in some sort of way, or you being like, if I do this, I know that I'm not being honest about it, but like I get this in return. So this is a moment where you can be like, am I being honest with myself here, or am I sabotaging something like for the sake even of like money or whatever it is? And do I feel like I'm actually showing up for myself? Because in order for you to get the type of like even compensation that you're looking for, this may be a situation where it's like, okay, you could get the type of compensation you're looking for immediately, but it would mean you have to do something that's out of alignment. Or you can get rid of the Seven of Swords completely and be really like clean and honest and have integrity with what it is that you're doing. And like that fortune and that abundance is going to come. It just may take some time. But you may be getting in your head and be like, it's taking too long, so like maybe I can take this shortcut here. But what I'm getting from the guides is that like don't get in your head and do something from like a short-term basis. Think about like the long term here, and if something is going to take time to unfold, allow it to take that time, because that is the progression with the divine timing that it is meant to be taken, that is meant to be taken. And it even seems like this is a lesson in you being patient and not getting in your head and not getting turned around either. And I'm seeing you be in a space where you're recognizing, hey, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what I'm learning from this experience. And I'm recognizing that if I stick around with something, it's not resonating with me, it's not in alignment, it doesn't feel emotionally fulfilling to me. And this feels like the meeting even of two worlds, where it's like the emotional world, the astral world, and the physical world combining and coming together, and you seeing the relationship between the two of them. And if you stay on your path, moving with what resonates with you, it may mean that you're going to be walking away from something that's out of alignment, but you're going to be stepping into a position, stepping into an opportunity, stepping into a situation that is in alignment for you, because you're walking away from something that's not. So now is the time to reflect on like your morals and your values and your expectations, and like complete the lesson here. And for some of you, I am seeing that this is job related for sure. Can definitely be connected with like money and resources and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be. This can also be about communicating how you're truly feeling with somebody and being honest with them. Sag. For example, it's like if you are like hoping to manifest a particular partner, right, and you have somebody come through that you recognize isn't really in alignment with you, are you going to take that just because it's showing up like right in your face, or are you going to wait until the right thing that really does resonate with you? The thing is here, and like this is how you'll know what this is, you're going to know very blatantly that something is out of alignment, and that's what you're being guided to take heed of and to make a decision with, to keep that in mind as you're making the choices that you're making. I'm looking at Virgo, Taurus, Mercury, and Saturn. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.